Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? I am broadcasting right now from my home in Southern California. I'm excited about the 90-day run. I hope you guys are too. Let me just make sure everything is working properly. Let me check out Facebook Live. We are on BeLive right now. We have Facebook Live, and I think maybe it would even be smart for me to go live on Instagram. So let me check this out real quick, and let's give everybody some time right now. Let's see real quick. Let's give everybody time right now just to tune in from wherever you guys are. If you guys could just post on here, let me know where you guys are coming right now. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from right now. What state, what city, what country, where are you guys from? I see everybody on there. I'm going to bust out my, let's see here. Let me bust this out real quick. See here. I wanted to go live on Instagram, but I won't do that right now, so we'll just keep it Facebook Live for now. But hey, guys, welcome to the 90-day run. The 90-day run has begun, so I'm going to be with you over the next maybe 3.5 months. I see you guys tuning in from Poland, France, Hungary, Ukraine, South Carolina, Johannesburg. Nice. We got Portland, Oregon, Palm Beach, Cape Town. Let me know what companies you guys are into. What network marketing companies are you a part of? Or even what traditional business are you guys a part of? Just post those on here. We're going live right now for the 90-day run. I'm going to be your personal mentor over the next 90 to maybe 110 days, depending on when you guys decide to start. We're going to pre-launch your 90-day run today. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Awesome. We got Conrad and Corona here. Good job. Cape Town, South Africa. We got people from everywhere. We got Jeunesse, Canaway. What other companies are you guys tuning in from? Bay Area. We got Smile in the house. Awesome. ID Life. Man, we got everybody tuning in. That's what I'm talking about. We got Greece in the house. Man, this room's just filling up, guys. Okay, good. So check it out. It is the 90-day run, so congratulations for making the decision to even get on this live today. I want to show you guys how to pre-launch your 90-day run. I want to give you guys some simple instructions. I want to introduce you to the tools. I want to teach you guys how to motivate your teams. I want to tell you about how to use some of the tools to create promotions and incentives to make your teams run like they've never ran before. I know that some of you guys have been in business for a while. Some of you maybe are just getting started and you want to know just how to create that momentum in your group. You just want to know how to do that, right? In reality, it's all about action, guys. It's all about action. It's not about sitting still. It's not about standing still. It's not about waiting for business to come to you. It's about you going out and getting it. But the reality is that in this business, we have nobody that holds us accountable because it's our own business. At your job, at your place of employment, you have a boss or you have a supervisor who looks over you, who gives you objectives that you have to get done, who gives you deadlines that have to be met, or else you don't have a job, right? Well, network marketing, there are no deadlines really, right? The only deadline that you have is with yourself. And most people, they don't set deadlines, they don't set goals, they put nothing in writing, they don't take action, and they don't achieve anything. And most of those people that don't achieve anything say, it didn't work, I've been doing this business for this long, but I haven't had any success. When in reality, if you were to add up all the time you really put into the business, there really was no business to be put in. You really never did take action. You might have confused taking action with being busy, and being busy is just jumping on your corporate webinars, jumping on the team calls, going to the team events, but bringing nobody. You're there in all the action, but you're never taking action. So the 90-day run is set up for you guys to actually go all out, take massive action, but not alone, with everybody that's going to do the 90-day run, including myself, even me, who's been in the business for almost 15 years. I'm setting huge goals. I have big things I want to accomplish. I'm not stopping. I have a family that I want to run for, that I want to fight for, right? I love having nice things. We're building our dream home, right? I like driving nice cars. I like doing all those things. I don't forget where I came from. I came from nothing, and I've achieved everything in my life through hard work, but I know what hard work can bring. I know what success can bring to a family and to a household, and success is incredible. Traveling the world, not worrying about, paying the next bill, not worrying about what schools my kids are going to be in, right? And not worrying about our financial future. Those are the things that are possible with network marketing or with starting your own business. And I know there are people that might be on the 90-day run that might be starting their own business as well. But I'm here to just show you. I'm here to just show you guys, how to take massive action in your business. And it starts with you. It starts with you just making a decision. So the first thing you guys want to do, if you haven't done already, is you want to visit the 90dayrun.com, and you want to go there. You want to make sure that you register to download all the tools you're going to be using during the 90-day run. If you're part of my team or in my company, there's your own game plan booklet there, right, which you'll find, which is this color. If you're a part of any other company in network marketing, don't worry. I've already developed a generic version for you guys to use in your business that fits your opportunity. It doesn't matter what it is. And you can go and make your own as well. You can use this as a template and make your own 90-day run game plan booklet, as I know some people in some companies already have prior to me starting this webinar today. But if you are in any other company besides mine, then you're just going to download the 90-day run game plan booklet that's black. It just says for all companies. So don't worry, use it. And in that game plan booklet, you're going to find a tracker sheet and a bunch of other things, a bunch of other tools that I'll go through in a minute. But before I get to any of the tools, just give me a number one if you're excited about what I'm going to share with right now. Just put a number one on your screen right now, a number one or a big fat heart, whatever it is. I want to make sure that you guys are live and focused right now on what I'm going to teach you guys, okay? "90-day run has begun." All right, guys. That's what I like to see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, good. Keep it up, keep it up. Let me see those ones. Let me see those ones, guys. Let's start with the first thing on our agenda today. And let's talk about the pre-launch, guys, okay? Let's talk about the pre-launch. Let's see here. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, the first thing is always commitment, right? First, you got to be committed, guys. 1 times 1,000. I love that, Joe. Okay, you guys got to be committed. Commitment's probably one of the most important things when you're thinking about, making a decision. When you're thinking about doing anything full time. When you're thinking about running. I'm talking about right now during this 90-day run. It's 90 days of all-out massive action. Anything you were doing before, you're going to 5x or 10x that. You're going to 5 times or 10 times what you were doing before, because when you're done, the level of work you were doing before doesn't feel normal anymore, okay? Because of that work ethic you put in for 90 days, the level you were operating at before is not normal anymore. You have a new normal, all right? And that's what I'm talking about. Even if you were to come down 40% less than what you're doing in the 90-day run, your new normal is now better than the old normal, okay? But the commitment, right? During this preparation period, you got to make the commitment that you're doing this and you're going to give 100%, right? If you're not going to give 100% this 90-day run, don't do it at all. I'm just telling you guys that because you don't want to feel like you're not part of the group. You don't want to feel like you're not putting in that 100% effort. You want to really be all in during this 90-day run. And you could be full-time or part-time. I'm going to tell you what those two things mean in a minute. Whether you're working this business full-time or part-time, you're still going to operate at different levels, but you're just doing this for 90 days, okay? Remember, in this business, think about how much time you put in this business over the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. The reality is, if you were to take a whole year of your business, how many of you have actually put in 90 days of full solid work? Just think about it. If you were to add up all your time, the reality is that most network marketers don't put 9 days of full solid work into their business the entire year, yet alone 90. So I'm asking you to do something really important right now. I want to help change your life. I want to help change the face of your business. I want to help you develop leadership in your team like you've never developed before. And it's with this 90-day run. I want you to build up volume in your organization. I want you to make money in your organization. I want you to develop leaders in your organization. I want you to hit new ranks in your organization. That's the thing. But you got to be committed, right? You got to be committed. You got to be willing to do 100%. And you got to be committed to facing your fears. During this 90-day run, you're going to be doing the things that you don't normally do. All those things you watch your leaders doing in the background or on Facebook, all those things you see them doing that are working, you got to face your fears and you got to actually do those things during a 90-day run, right? Just practice those things. Don't worry about being perfect. Don't worry about failing. You're going to fail. The only way to success is through your failures. That's how you figure out how to do things right. That's how you adjust your sail. That's how you get up and keep fighting, all right? So be willing to face your fears over the next 90 days and do the things that you aren't normally doing. Do the things that really work in your business, that work in your company, that work in the industry, and go out and try those things. Put those things to work. Put those things to practice, right? So are you committed? Are you going to be committed for 90 days? You have to make that decision first, okay? So to be committed, all right, being committed. The next thing you got to do is you got to be willing to sacrifice, all right? And to sacrifice means all that spare time you have after you're done doing whatever you do every day with the kids, with your job, whether it's making dinner or putting to bed or doing the laundry or doing the stuff around the house or whatever you're doing, all that extra time is no longer for television, is no longer for scrolling through your Instagram pages or your Facebook pages or just hanging around doing nothing. All that extra, I call that white space. All that white space is going to be used to build your business, doing income generating activities that you'll find in the tracker sheet in your game plan booklet, okay? Those income generating activities. Can you guys just type in 3 capital letters, okay? IGA, income generating activities. Just type in IGA in the comments section, because I want to really infuse that in your head. When you put things in writing, you're manifesting them, and IGAs are what you're going to be focused on every single day. Income generating activities. So put that in the comment bar, please, IGAs. But you're going to make the sacrifice. Sacrifice is another form of commitment, but it's to sacrifice the spare time I have for my business. Of course, you're going to sleep. Sometimes you might miss meals. I'm just telling you that right now. But you're going to have to sacrifice for 90 days. I'm just telling you, 90 days. Okay, 90 days, right? You have 3 other sets of 90 days during the year where you don't have to do this. You can spend that time developing the teams that you organized and built over 90 days. You can spend that time working at a different level, at a different pace. But 90 days, all out massive action, you're going to sprint for 90 days, guys, okay? So you're going to make a sacrifice, okay? The next thing you're going to do is you're going to have to ask others in your life to sacrifice as well, all right? And it's not easy to do that, but the people that are around you in your house, the people that are going to be watching you and witnessing you, your friends, your family, those people that are used to getting your attention, that are used to getting your guys' time, those people are going to have to be asked to sacrifice as well, right? Sacrifice that time away from you, to sacrifice the fact that you're not going to be able to put as much attention to them for the next 90 days, but you're doing it for them, right? You're doing it for them, right? So let them know that, hey, this isn't just about me. This is about us. It's about changing my life. And when my life gets better, everybody's lives are going to get better guaranteed. I want to develop myself personally. I want to develop my life financially. I want to create a future for me and my family, or my future family. Like, dude, this is about everybody. So I'm going to help. I'm going to need you to sacrifice as well. If I need help in any areas outside of my business, like taking care of the kids or cooking dinner or maybe doing a few things around the house, I'm going to need you to help me with that, because I'm doing this for us, right? So you want to ask others to sacrifice for you, because you want to make everybody feel like they're a part of this thing too. They're going to be watching you work for 90 days. It's not going to be easy. They're going to see you stressed out. They might see you cry. They might see you overexcited about something. It's a business, right? You're super overly excited. A lot of people don't like excited people, by the way, right? But there are going to be days when you get super excited, right? Because you finally hit pay dirt. It's finally paying off. The efforts you're putting in are paying off, right? But other people are going to have to sacrifice for you, and you're going to want to get them involved and ask them if they can do that too. Like, make them a part of this journey, right? Make them feel like they're a part of helping you achieve your goal, okay? And then also, what you need to know is that you need to negotiate with the important people in your life, right? And when I talk about negotiate, it just means like put together a plan with your kids, with your wife, with my wife, right? I mean, with your husband, whoever it is that's supporting you or that's sitting in the outside looking at what you're going to do, and just say, hey, I'm doing this for us. If you can help me do this for the next 90 days, and you can just support me and cheer me on when I'm leaving the door. If you could say, how was your night, when I'm coming home at midnight and I'm tired because I got to go work the next morning, or whatever it is. When you can see that I missed a couple meals and I'm grumpy, just say, hey, how's it going? You know, I've been praying for you. I've been cheering for you, right? And just say, hey, when we're done with this 90-day run, like I'll tell my kids, I'm going to take you to your favorite ice cream spot, right? They love that below frozen zero place with the smoke that comes out of the ice cream, right? That super freezing ice cream place. Or I'll tell my wife I'm going to take her to her favorite restaurant after the 90 days. She's always loved this restaurant in downtown LA. I'm going to take her to that restaurant when the 90-day run is over. That's the gift for you. Or you could treat your team to a family trip, and maybe at the lake or somewhere nice they like going. Like, what's in it for them? Like, they're going to have to sacrifice too, not just you. Everybody's sacrificing together, but what do we win at the end? What's the reward? Other than you developing some incredible skill sets, other than you developing leaders in your team, you making more money over that 90-day run, you changing your life and changing the face of your business, right? You hitting places that you've never hit before in your business. What other things are going to be rewarding after the 90-day run that you can involve your family with? Like, what can you do with them? What's the payoff, right? And that's what it's about. Negotiate with them and let them say, okay, that's deal, mom, deal, dad, right? All right, deal, honey, let's do this. You know, I'm going to be cheering you on from the beginning, right? And then the next thing is just to determine the time that you're going to spend in this business, right? And you just have to, once you make the decision, you guys, to really run for 90 days, how many hours are you going to really put in this business a day? Okay, don't just say an hour, because that's not going to work. You should be doing an hour anyways a day in your business outside of the 90 run if you really treat this as a serious business. But the reality is determine the time you're going to spend, right? If you do this full time, then you're going to work double time, right? Full time in any business in network marketing is probably 4 to 5 hours a day. That's the reality of it, right? But now the new full time is going to be 5 to 12 hours or 10 to 12 hours a day. Okay, that's really what you're doing. 8 to 12 hours a day. I don't care. full-time, like 5X, 10X, whatever you're doing. Really put all the time you can into it. I know you can't prospect all day long, but what other things can you be doing during the 90-day run? What other things can you develop to help your team grow even faster? What ideas, what incentives can you put together? What promotions, what programs can you put together? What can you design to help your team grow even more? Like, put the time into this business. What events can you do? What training events can you do? How can you develop your team? Like, figure out where to spend your time, how to put your time into this thing. And it's gonna go the distance for you guys, right? This is a race. This is a sprint. It's all out massive action. You're trying to run as hard as you can to get noticed, so people want to run along with you. They want to see you running by, and they want to take off right after you, right? Determine the time you're going to spend. If you're part-time in this business, that means you're probably working a full-time job. Okay, great. When you get home, a lot of that time is going to be sacrificed now. Usually when you do this business part-time, you might be the person working an hour a night, okay? Now try to put 3 to 4 hours in this thing a night. Okay, there are going to be nights when you're not going to be cooking anymore, when you might have to get takeout. There are going to be nights where you're going to miss soccer practice or baseball practice, when you might have to ask your in-laws to take them, or your parents to take them, or a neighbor to take them, or a kid on the team to take them, or a family member to help you out. Like, you're negotiating with people, you're asking others to sacrifice for you, share your dream and vision with them so they want to help you. It's just 90 days. It's 3 months. Think about it, guys, okay? But determine the time you want to spend in it, whether you're full-time or part-time. Both times you're going to be working full-time, just to give you a heads up, okay? It's the 90-day run. So also, what you're going to want to do is get rid of all distractions, okay? Get rid of all distractions. And I know it's not really showing it on here. I'm not sure if it was too much, but get rid of all distractions, guys, because distractions are going to take you off pace. You know, when I talk about distractions, it's not just things going on in your house, like the television on or the kids running around. That's going to happen. When I say distractions, get rid of all negative people in your life. Cut them off. You don't want them even in your sights during the 90-day run. Don't call them back. Don't text them back. They're going to be people on your team who are negative all the time. Ignore. I'm sorry. Send them to voicemail. They can figure it out themselves. They're big boys and big girls. Okay? Get rid of all distractions, because you have the blinders on. You are focused one direction, and that is forward. Okay, guys? One direction, that is forward, you guys, right? So get rid of all distractions. Think of anything that can be a distraction in your life and get rid of it, right? Maybe things that are wasting your time. It could be social media like crazy, right? Take an hour or a couple hours, trim that off all your social media. Don't look into other people's lives anymore. Just focus on what you're doing. Make your posts about your business. Focus on your team. Don't worry about what everybody else in the world is doing around you, what other people in the company are doing around you. Get rid and limit all distractions, all right? And the next thing you want to do is make sure that you have the tools in place for you to succeed, okay? The tools are going to be available from me here on the 90dayrun.com. You can download them all. Like I said, put your email and everything in there so you get the link sent to you. When you put your email in there, I'm going to be sending you guys newsletters and other things in the future, even after the 90-day run, to keep you guys motivated, maybe videos, maybe things I've learned in the industry to keep you guys motivated until the next 90-day run next year. But remember, you can do the 90-day run anytime you want during the year. You can do it 90 day after 90 day after 90 day. There are people that run this business 365 days a year. You guys see me running all the time. But the reality is that most people can't do that. So if I could tell them that there's one time a year they could run with me for 90 days, this is when I invite them to do it. People are going to jump on board, all right? People are going to jump on board, but you need the tools. So access the tools, which I'm going to share with you guys. Let me show you guys just some of the tools real quick. Let's see here. Let's take this off. I'm going to show you guys just some of the tools. The first tool I would say, obviously, is that game plan booklet. Okay, that you're gonna have downloaded, right? There's the game plan booklet in there. You're gonna have all the tools, the tracker sheet, and everything else. Let's see if I have. Here's the one that you will get. Those are both of them for my company and for any other company right there. All right. So those are the game plan booklets. Let's see what else we have in here. In the booklet, you're gonna have the tracker sheets. Let me show you the tracker sheets and what they look like. And there's your tracking sheet. Okay, it's a point system based tracking sheet, depending on what you guys are doing in your business. And it has to do with promoting events. It has to do with making sure people are registering for your company's events, because events are where the magic happens. Events are where people make the real decisions. Events are where people hear the stories. Events are when people catch the vision of the founders of the company. Events are when the business go from here to here. That's why when you register for an event, you probably get the most points of any other activity in the tracking sheet, because events are what built my business. Events are where I can identify the true leaders in my company, the people that want it the most. At events is where I find the people that I'm going to be working with until the next event. The people not at the events, I don't work with. I'm sorry. They got to figure it out on their own, because I can't do everything for everyone, and they got to meet me halfway as well. And if there's a will, there's a way. They could sell their television to go to the event. They could sell some of their clothes, their shoes. I don't care what it is. They can go, they could figure it out, and we all can figure it out. But events are huge. Also in there, you're going to see when you register for an event yourself, when you get other people on your team to register for events, right? When you purchase product or inventory or your service in your company, when you expose people to your business, whether through a video or through a one-on-one or showing them a presentation, like doing the activities, those are income generating activities. These things help generate income. And if you notice on here, all the things in green are income generating activities. All the things in gray are important, but they don't develop income, but they will develop you personally. Okay, they keep you plugged in, but the things in green are what you want to focus on. Exposures are huge, right? Sharing the business, sharing the product, sharing the process, sharing the system, sharing the service, whatever it is. That's what you want to do. Share your experience, share your story, right? Follow-ups are important for people. Doing the one-on-ones, the two-on-ones, the three-way calls, those are going to give you points in the tracking sheets. Ordering the packages for your company, whether it's a service-based or product-based businesses, when you get started, there are different ways people can enter, right? And depending on those ways people enter, you're going to be awarded a certain amount of points, all right? And what you can do is you can use this really getting customers involved, attending trainings, and helping people climb ranks in your business, all right? That's also important. But also what you can do with these tracking sheets is you can use it for fun in your business, right? You can actually use these tracking sheets with your team, and you can do promotions or incentives or do free giveaways, swag giveaways, dinners with uplines. You can do mentorship calls. You can do team parties or whatever it is, depending on the amount of points people accumulate in a week. And when people fake it and fake their points, don't worry, they're only faking themselves. At the end of the 90-day run, when you find out they haven't really developed any skill sets, or they haven't really got any headway, or they haven't really advanced in the company, you know they're faking that tracking sheet the entire time, faking their points the other time. So don't be a faker, be a networker, okay? Don't be a not worker, be a networker. We don't like not workers, we love networkers, right? So when you're networking, you're accumulating points, and you can run your incentives based on anything. You could say, hey, for everybody who gets points based on enrollment packages, for everybody who gets points based on, events or exposures, right? You could change it up every single week to get people to focus in or to zero in on developing the skill sets to do those things that are lacking within your team. Use this tracking sheet as a way to identify leaders within your organization. It just makes it fun during the 90-day run. Like when you help create some I would say, common, man, what's the word I'm trying to say? Some competition, right? Between your team, it makes it fun, right? People want to be recognized for their hard work. There are so many people out there that are working hard that aren't recognized at all. This will help them to get recognized. This is where you can showcase the leaders on your teams doing things they don't get recognized for in your company, like exposures, like getting people to events, like showcase those people, show them that these are the masters in these different areas, and like make it fun. Help people that aren't good in those areas, right? Develop skill sets that didn't have before. This helps people focus in on things that they haven't done before. Remember, this is about committing to yourself for 90 days to face your fears, face the things you aren't used to doing, and getting better at those things so you can be an overall more developed networker after 90 days. Remember, 90-day run is not just about you getting rich. It's about it's about you developing skill sets that help you become a professional networker. So you could say, I'm a network marketing professional, like I can say now, right? It's about you putting in the time now, finally, to reach those 10,000 hours that Malcolm Gladwell talks about in his book, Outliers. 10,000 hours, the hours that a professional puts into their business before they're considered a professional, before they get any professional results in terms of influence, income, or even relationships, right? The professionals put in their 10,000 hours. So this is going to help you clock in and log in those hours. And that's the tracking sheet, all right? Let's see what else I have here for you guys. I also have developed, let's get this off here. I've developed let's see here. Well, this is a cool tool that I developed. It's a calendar and daily tracker for you guys, okay? And why this is important is because, see here, it's going to have the month you start. You notice that I don't have the month on here, the actual month of January, February, March, because you can use this all year long, right, with your teams. And you can start the 90-day run whenever you want. You can do it twice a year, 3 or 4 times a year, every quarter if you want. But you fill in the month, put the days in wherever they start, and this is going to help you keep track of what your monthly activities are. Fill in all that white space I talked about. Make sure it's full. Compare it to the way you were doing business before. I bet you there's a lot of white space. During the 90-day run, you want it to be completely black. Use colorful ink on there. Do whatever you want. See if there's any other pages I can show you. In this calendar also, let's reduce this one right here. Let's reduce this one. In this calendar also, I have each day for 90 days so you can keep track of your log. all of your appointments you're going to set during the day, all of the one-on-ones, all the exposures, the events you're doing, the trainings you're doing, the calls you're jumping on, right? The whatever the time you're putting in with leaders, the accountability calls, the just relationship calls you're making into your teams or with your new distributors, the new distributor orientations, like fill that up with income generating activities of developing your own skill sets, of developing other people's sets. 90 days is the commitment, you guys, but here's day one, and it shows you can make any notes on the right-hand side, maybe with exposures you made today, new people you made today, callbacks you have to make today, results of maybe any of those appointments you've made today. Keep that in the notes section so you can go back to it, and it's right there for you guys. I'm just creating the tools for you guys to succeed during this 90-day run. What else do you got in here? Obviously, I'm a big fan of GoPro and Eric Worre, so in there also you're going to have the ultimate memory jogger in there, because when you're in the pre-launch phase, what you want to do is make a list of everybody you forgot. If you're already involved in this business, make a list of all the new people you've met recently. Make a list of all the people you've never thought about before. If you're brand new to this business, you're going to make an incredibly large list when you look at this memory jogger here, and just make it so that way, make it till your hands get tired, until your knuckles start to get arthritis, right? And just write your list as long and as comprehensible as possible, as comprehensive as possible. When you write names, think of people that they know, that they have in their network that maybe you aren't connected to. You can write their names next to you and just make a list off of a list off of a list. That ultimate memory jogger is going to help you with that. And then also in there are the hottest recruiting scripts in network marketing. And this is going to help you speak to people that you might be afraid of speaking, or just speaking to anybody on your list, because there are 3 different approaches you use in direct sales and network marketing. There's the direct approach, there's the indirect approach, and there's the super indirect approach. And if you understand what all those 3 are used for and how to use all those 3, you're already going to have the approach planned with each person on your list before you speak to them. You're going to have it already planned out, and you're going to go out and practice. The first 10, 20 people, who cares? Go out and practice and mess up. Go out and exhaust everything you want to say. Doesn't matter whether you get scared, whether they aren't interested or not. Keep talking to them, keep asking them questions, and get better and better, because guess what? By the time you get to the next 10 and the next 10 and the next 10, you're going to get better and better and better, and your results are going to get better and better and better, and you're going to have a team before you know it. Don't quit too early. Don't quit 5 feet before the finish line. You keep going. You're developing skill sets. You're going out and practicing. Rome wasn't built over a night. This business isn't going to be either. My business was not an overnight success. People say, man, how'd you become the youngest millionaire in your company in 8 months when you first started? Like, it didn't take me 8 months. I was working on that for years before I started network marketing and other businesses, developing skill sets, developing a work ethic since I was 8 years old, mowing lawns and washing cars and doing yard work and earning money to help my mom pay the bills. Like, I've been working hard since I was young. I've been doing this 90-day run for freaking 30 years now, right? So I'm just telling you that my level of work is where it's at now. That's all I know, right? So if I go back to the way I was before I started that, it wouldn't even make sense. That's why this 90-day run is going to develop you to the point to where the work ethic that you gain over the next 90 days is going to be nowhere compared near to what you had before. And you're going to look at what was before and think, how was that me? That's what you're really going to think, you guys. Okay. And I see people putting tons of comments. I appreciate you guys writing the notes and doing all that stuff. So you guys are definitely incredible teammates for me, even if you're not on my team and not in my company. I appreciate you guys doing that. The 90-day run is built to support all companies across the entire industry, even people who aren't in the industry. You can use these type of tools and these skill sets to build your own traditional business, guys. The 90-day run, it's what's created so many 5, 6, and 7-figure incrementers on my team. It's what's helped me create breakthroughs in my own business. It's what helped me develop work ethics I never knew I had, or develop work ethics in people I never knew they had, or they never knew they had. It's about just showing people that this is a real business, but you got to create traction. You got to take that 747 jumbo jet down the runway at full speed in order to get liftoff. You can't have it at half throttle or a quarter throttle. It has to be at full throttle in order to get liftoff to go into the air. And once you're in the air, it's momentum that carries you forward. But we're trying to get your guys' jets into the air right now. That's what we're doing right now, right? So all these tools are developed for you guys to really, really succeed. So let me get back into more of the agenda that I wanted to share with you guys today. 1 second. So I want to talk to you guys really quickly about just setting your goals, okay? And let me show you how that works real quick. So setting your goals, all right? Let me go here. The agenda, boom. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so I know amongst is spelled with a T at the end, but it won't put it on there on this Be Live platform right now. But divide the goals amongst your leaders, right? So that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna have a goal that you set out to accomplish during this 90-day run. It could be a rank goal, it could be an income goal, it could even be developing skill sets that you never had before. But what is it? Usually people want to hit certain ranks in their company. They want to drive certain amount of volume in their business that they didn't have before, because most of the time business is attached to our income. It's our financial gain we want out of this thing. And people want to hit ranks. So you have to take that goal and you have to put it right in front of you, and you have to look at everything it takes to achieve that goal. Okay. It's going to take volume. It's going to take people. It's going to take time. What is it going to take to achieve that goal? And when you're looking at it by yourself and you're looking at it alone, it looks so big. It looks like everything on this page trumps anything that you have around you, right? So it looks so big. It looks so far. It looks so unattainable when you just have it on paper in front of you, right? When it's just your goal. When you think about how to achieve this goal and you think about how you can divide your ultimate goal amongst the leaders on your team who you think would run with you during this 90-day run, then the goal becomes smaller and it becomes more attainable and more achievable. So really what I've done over the last almost 15 years in this business is I've taken my main goals, my major goals in network marketing, and I've identified leaders that I think can handle a 90-day run. I've identified leaders that can lead their teams during a 90-day run. I've identified leaders that I think I could divide this goal amongst and give them a goal and her a goal and him a goal and them a goal, and say if they all achieve their goals and if I can help them and if I can help them envision their goals in doing this 90-day run, at the end of the day, I'm going to achieve my goal. So all it is numbers, guys. It's dividing your number amongst other people to reduce your number, to reduce your work, to reduce your workload, right? And now you're giving goals to people below you, and you're saying, hey, this is what I believe you can achieve, and you're giving them a vision now, and they're thinking, I can do this, right? You divide the goals amongst your leader, right? If you had a 50,000 point volume goal or even a 100,000 point volume goal in order to hit whatever your target is, then you can divide that between 3 leaders, 4 leaders. If I had a 100,000 point goal, I can find 4 people that I can assign 25,000 points in volume to and say, hey, let's do this over the next 90 days. Let's achieve this goal together, right? Right? And you might even have more, you might have less. It doesn't matter. Divide it amongst other people so you can see how much more attainable or achievable it can be. That's right, Heather. Divide and conquer. That's what it's about, you guys, okay? So divide and conquer, right? Let me get a yes, or let me get a heck yes on your comments right now. I want to see that you guys are still focused in, and I'm not losing any of you guys. I want you guys to be fired up for this 90-day run, right? So divide your goals amongst your leader. Let me get a big fat yes in there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so the next thing is you're going to help them divide their goals amongst their leaders. So it doesn't just stop with your people, okay? It's going to also go down in depth to their people. So when I've divided my goals, there you go, guys. When I've divided my goals amongst my leaders now, I'm going to go to them with the same vision. I'm going to help them envision this 90-day run. I'm going to help them envision dividing and conquering and going out and achieving something over the next 90 days. I'm going to help paint this 90-day run vision to them. I'm going to help them, get them involved in the 90-day run, get them excited to be mentored by some of the top leaders in the entire industry, working side by side with them, whether they're in their company or not. So I'm going to get them to envision this vision for 90 days to the next major event. We're going to all walk across that stage as this leader and that leader and this leader and that leader. And I'm going to go to them and I'm going to help them divide their goal now by 2, 3, 4, 5 of their leaders now. And those 2, 3, 4, 5 leaders are going to go out and help their teams, right? So all it is taking your big goal and dividing it into smaller goals and dividing that into smaller goals and maybe even another level of just tinier goals. And everybody's just focused on their own individual goal, their own individual number, and everybody goes to work for the next 90 days in order to achieve it. And when each person from the smallest goal to the medium-sized goal to the biggest goals hits their goals and targets, everybody wins. Do you understand how it works in network marketing? Most people, they don't do anything because they think it's all about them. It's all me by myself. But if you divide and conquer, if you divide your goal in amongst other people and you give them a runway to run on, you give them a momentum to be a part of, you give them a team to be a part of, you give them something fun to be a part of, they're going to want to run finally and do this thing, okay? So that's really how you do it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put a plan together, okay? You're going to put a plan and system in place for your team. That's really what you're going to do, okay? You're going to put a plan and system in place for your team. Let's see what this is. Here we go. A plan and system in place for your team. And what I'm talking about is you're going to plug them in to whatever you guys are going to do in order to become successful, okay? Like what you guys are going to do is you're going to say, hey, you guys, we haven't been doing webinars every week. We're going to do that now. Who wants to start the weekly Zoom webinars? We're going to show the plan. We're going to show the business. We're going to get a couple people who are doing the business to share their story, why they're so excited about it. Let's do it for 45 minutes twice a week, okay? And you start that. That becomes a part of your system now, okay? We're going to do a live event. We're going to do it in the 3 hottest cities we have teams in right now, or the 1 hottest city. I don't care what it is, or even if I have to do it at my house. We're going to do it every week no matter who shows up, and we're going to stay consistent with this thing over the next 90 days. We're going to do it on this day, or we're going to do it on these days, okay? And then you're going to say, hey, and then what we're going to do with all the new people who enter, we're going to have a new distributor orientation every Saturday morning. We're going to have a new distributor orientation, how they get started, show them the tools to plug into with our company. We're going to show them the first couple ranks that they're going to have to go out and set out to achieve. We're going to show them how to get active, how to get pay qualified, and we're going to show them just the simple basics to get started. What did we do our first 48 hours? What do we do our first 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? You know, what's our fundamental building block in our company that we have to teach in order for people to become successful? Like you do that NDO, that new distributor orientation, and then you do the leadership training once a month, maybe with everybody and anybody who really wants to take their business to the next level and who wants to just get motivated, get inspired, who wants that in-depth training, who wants their questions answered. You have one big training like that, whether it's online or offline or both, and you put together a system, right? And then you have everybody goal setting, like an accountability call once a week for this 90-day run of everybody just sharing the goals that they set out, sharing the breakthroughs they've had, sharing the fears that they faced, and you just get people excited about just doing the things they weren't doing before, so other people get motivated to do it as well. And that's what you do. You put together a system where people are a part of that they didn't have before. You're changing things up. You're adding more things into the opportunity. You're just putting a plan and a system in place to where everybody's out every day showing the plan, sharing the product, STP, 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 share the plan, show the product, share the product, show the plan, show the plan, show the plan, share the product, right? Whatever it is, okay, share the service, whatever it is, just share the plan, your STP all day long. And then out in between all that STPs, all those follow-ups, all those one-on-ones, all those two-on-ones, all those three-way calls, you have that system in place where people are plugging into, where people are learning, where people are training, where people are seeing the opportunity, where people are able to attend a meeting, where people are able to go to an event, and you're doing all those things, you guys. Okay, that's putting a plan and a system in place. Okay, and that's what you really need to focus on. Okay, so the next thing you guys want to do, okay, is understand some of the things I'm going to teach you guys right now. Okay, and this is more of a training for your pre-launch here of your 90-day run. And when I talk about your pre-launches, right now, I'm just getting you geared up for the race. I'm warming you up. I'm stretching you guys. You guys are about to get in the starting blocks, but you haven't quite started yet. You're going to lead this presentation. You're going to go get everybody involved. You're going to divide and conquer, right? And you're going to find those leaders who you want to get involved in the 90-day run. Have them go to the 90dayrun.com, download the tools, become a part of the Facebook Lives twice a week, every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, California time, so they can stay plugged in, so they can get mentored up, so they can get action plans, so they can go out and take action in their communities and go build a big business, guys, online, offline, or both, right? But it's the pre-launch right now. I'm just giving you guys information you guys need, letting you know how the tools work, letting you guys know what you need to do before you get started. Be committed, make sacrifices, go into agreement with your family so everybody's on board with you. I'm having you put together your list. You have a list of contacts you can go out and speak to. And if you think you've ran out of people, you're wrong, okay? Because I've ran out of people my first 3 months in network marketing, and for the last almost 14 years and 8 months, I've had to meet new people. It's about going out in the community and meeting new people. It's about meeting the teachers at my kids' schools, meeting the parents on their sports teams. It's about getting them involved in things throughout the community so I can meet more people. It's about going to church and becoming part of small groups, making new friends. It's about developing more skill sets through going to personal development seminars, industry seminars, and making new friends and meeting more people. It's about being around people who all want to go somewhere, making new friends, and then later introducing them to my business or giving this as an opportunity to them or a solution to maybe something they're talking to me about. You guys, people are everywhere, okay? So with your plan, with your ultimate goal, you guys, okay, with your ultimate goal, I want you guys to break it down, but I want you to go out there with a plan, okay? And it's about knowing your numbers, okay? Because my goal over the next 90 days personally is to enroll, I would say, 20 new people into my business over the next 90 days, okay? 20 people, maybe 30 people into my business over the next 90 days. But I need to know my numbers because I need to know how to break apart my day. Now, I know my numbers already, and the only way you know your numbers is by going out there and taking action in your business, going out there and speaking to people, prospecting people, following up with people, building that list, building that active candidate list you'll learn about in GoPro, the book by Eric Worre. right? The 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional. Go Pro. If you don't have that book, go buy that book online now. Sometimes it's free. You just pay the shipping. But you build that active candidate list he talks about, right? Where you're always mindful of the people you're speaking to every day, of the things you're doing, and those people become your future prospects and the future people you're going to make relationships with that you can later introduce to your business or introduce to your service or introduce to your guys' products, right? But you have to know your numbers, and you know that from going out and prospecting, okay? I know today that out of every 2 or 3 people I speak to get started in my business, says yes to me, mentoring them, says yes to starting a network marketing business, says yes to joining my company. I would say 1 out of every 3 people, okay, join me today, right? And so if my goal is to sponsor 30 people over the next 90 days, that's 10 people a month over the next 90 days, which will be my goal now, okay? 30 people over the next 90 days, then I know I'm going to have to speak to 30 people a month in order to enroll 10, because 1 out of 3 joins. So I know my numbers. So if I have to speak to 30 people a month, that means that every day I need to speak to 1 new person in order to enroll 10 by the end of the month, in order to talk to 30 people a month to get my 10, right? I know my numbers. What are your numbers? You have to have a goal of bringing new people in your business. Your 90-day run isn't about managing the same people you have already. Your 90-day run is about getting the people who are serious in your business on board with you to run with, so you can run with them, so you can help them, so you can help develop more volume and more depth in your business. But also it's about you going out and doing these things too. Prospecting, inviting, sharing, showing, getting people started. But what are your numbers? What's your goal? What's your target in 90 days? How many people do you want to enroll over the next 90 days personally in your business? And what are your numbers? What do your numbers look like? It might take you 2 or 3 weeks into the 90-day run to know your numbers so you can adjust. For me, when I was new to network marketing, it was about 1 out of every 6 people I spoke to about network marketing said yes. So if I wanted 1 new person to join me, I needed to sign up 6 people. If I wanted 10 new people to join me in my company, I needed to speak to 60 people. If I knew the numbers, I knew how to break apart my day. I knew how to break apart my week. I knew how to break apart my month. It's just taking those numbers and dividing it into the days and the weeks and the months that you had to work with. It's all numbers, guys. If you don't have the equation written down, if you don't have a formula for what you want to accomplish, you're not going to do anything, right? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So put a plan together. Know your numbers, right? Comment right here, know your numbers. Please know your numbers, because that's going to remind you to figure out what your numbers are. Put a comment box in there and put know your numbers. KNOW, your numbers, right? Know your numbers, guys, because you need to know that in order to put together a formula. You can have a full-time job, you can have a part-time job, you can have no job while you're doing network marketing. But if you know your numbers, you know where to allocate your time. You know how many people you need to prospect during the week. You know how many people you need to talk to during the day. You know how many exposures you want to go out and do, how many people to follow up with. Know your numbers exactly, right? So build your business, right? Your business could involve you just retailing products all day to make money that way. But there's also a team part of your business that you want to build as well, because you want to one day be able to go take a vacation with your family at least for 1 or 2 weeks and take a step away from your business and watch your business grow because of the team you put in place, okay? You don't build a team because you have to. You build a team because you want to, because you understand the power of residual income, passive income, being able to walk away from your business and still get paid 24/7. A business that is here, whether you're sick, whether you're alive, it's here. It's a business you can give to your kids one day, you can leave to your spouse one day, whatever it is, or that you can have that pays you forever while you sit back on the beach, sipping a cocktail, right underneath your favorite umbrella, listening to your favorite music, listen to the favorite sound of the ocean crashing right before you guys, okay? So know your numbers, guys, and that's what you really want to do, okay? Know your numbers. For me in network marketing, it's about sponsoring 40 people a year. During the 90-day run is when I sponsor the most, right? But 40 people a year has always been my number every year. Do you know why? Because I know my numbers. I know that every 10 people I sponsor into my business, 1 is serious. That's it. I don't get emotionally discouraged because people are not serious. I don't get emotionally discouraged because people want to quit. I don't get emotionally discouraged because people don't want it as much as I want it for them. I know that out of every 10 people, I want it for all of them, okay? But I don't know which one it's going to be. But I know 1 out of 10 is going to be serious. 1 out of 10 is going to be at the events. 1 out of 10 is going to do the 90-day run. 1 out of 10 is going to be on all the calls. 1 out of 10 is going to be prospecting. 1 out of 10 doesn't need me to hold their hand. I know 1 out of 10 is going to be the ticket for me. Until the next 10, I sponsor 10 more and 1 out of 10. And out of every 40 people I sponsor a year, that took me 120 people to speak to get those 40. I know out of every 40, there's 4 people that are serious. And guess what? Out of the 4 people that are serious, there's always 1 rock star out of the 4. That will change my life, that will be with me forever, that will go off on their own and do things I never thought that even I could do. or that I never thought that they could do. And they're going to do this because they have such a big vision for network marketing. They want to change their life, and they want to change the cycle of their family. They want to change the future of their family. One out of the 4 of the 40 every single year do this thing. 1 out of those 4 do it. And I know my numbers. So every year, if I can get 1 rock star, I'm set for life, right? If I can do that for the next, if you can do that every year for 5 years, you're set. In network marketing, it's not about the masses, right? It's about the few that take this business seriously, that go take this to the masses, and it could change your guys' life. I just want you to know that, okay? So know your numbers so you can put together a plan. Don't be discouraged by the majority of people that do nothing. I know that there's natural attrition in this business. I know that more than half the people will be gone at the end of the year. It's normal, but guess what? It's not about what I did this year. It's about what I'm going to continue to do year after year after year, because I understand the power of compounding numbers. What sticks this year sticks onto what sticks next year, and sticks onto what sticks on the next year, and sticks onto what sticks the next year. Every year I'm repeating this thing. Most people in network marketing, they start that first year and they're done. The next year and the next year and the next year. And 3 years from that point when they first started, they're like, I don't know what happened to my team. Your team is exactly where it should be right now. It's exactly the exact numbers that it should be. If you knew the numbers, you'd know that. You just stopped building. That's the truth about it, right? So everybody put truth in the comment box right now, right? Truth, T-R-U-T-H, truth, because that is the truth, you guys. And I want you guys to understand the truth so you can go out there with wide eyes, bushy-tailed, and excitement to know that I'm not going to be discouraged by what seems so big in my business, because it's the small things that count in my business. So write the word truth in there, guys, right? Know your numbers. Okay. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about, thank you guys for all doing that stuff. The next thing I want to really talk to you guys about before we really wrap up in a few minutes is work with the people that deserve your attention, not that need your attention, okay? Work with the people that deserve your attention. So many people in this business, they think that even during this 90-day run, they're going to put all their time now into those people who haven't developed the skill sets, who haven't built the teams, who haven't hit the ranks, who haven't earned a paycheck yet. Like, dude, trust me, if they wanted to do it, they would have already done it, okay? Leaders identify themselves to you. You don't need to identify yourself to the leaders. They show you who they are by what they do, by the action they take, by being self-motivated and self-educated, you guys. Go work with the people who are crushing it. Go work with the fires in your business. Those are the people you team up with. Those are the people you add fuel to and you add gasoline to, because guess what? You are the gasoline, right? And those are the fires. So keep them burning bright. That's what you want to do. You don't go to the fires that are put out, you don't go to the wood that's all drenched in water, because when you put your gasoline on it, nothing happens. Okay, I just want to let you know that. Or at least when you are working with them, stuff's happening, but when you walk away, it stops happening again. Okay, when the fuel's gone, the fire's gone. So you want to go to where the fires are burning and throw gas on it. Yes, yes, yes. Gasoline, right? Work with the people that deserve your attention, the people that are working hard. Don't just avoid those people because they already know what they're doing. They already understand it. And I'm going to go work with people that don't. No. When you take attention from the people who deserve your attention, they feel like they're not cared about, that they have no worth, and they quit. And they're on to the next company with the next leader that cares about them. All right? So work with the people that deserve your attention, not with the people that need your attention. This business isn't about sponsoring projects. It's about sponsoring people. You're not in the project sponsoring business. You're in the people business, right? And you're in the sorting business and finding those people out, all right? Practice everything. Practice everything on this tracking sheet. Okay, go out there and practice the things you aren't doing. Practice the things you are doing, 5x, 10x that. Go out there and make it happen, guys. Practice everything, because what you're going to do at the end of the 90 days is you're going to find that you just became an incredible speaker. You became an incredible mentor. You became an incredible trainer or speaker. You became good at showing the plan. You became great at sharing the products in different ways. You became good at the approaches in talking to prospects. You became great at building the list and meeting new people. Okay, you became you became great at helping people identify their own goals and envision their own futures, and you became great at getting people to go to work. You became great at setting a plan and conquering, dividing. Like, you developed skill sets you never thought you would have had before. That's what it's about, guys, right? Practice. And that's what you really need to get out and you need to set out on, you guys. Okay, so it's important, guys, okay? This is the 90-day run. Every single Monday and Thursday, I will be here at 12 p.m. with or without you guys. Rain or shine, I will be here doing a live, giving you guys different nuggets, different things that you guys could take for the rest of the week. I might even have times where I'm doing question and answers lives with you guys, and I'm going to take questions that you guys are asking. I'm going to showcase them on the screen. I'm going to answer them for you guys, okay? Doesn't matter what company you're from. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what industry. I'm going to be answering those for you guys, okay? And I do not listen to negativity. Don't invite your negative friends. Only get people who are excited about network marketing or excited about your business or your industry, who want to make a difference, who want to change their lives, okay? Create goals that are going to motivate you day and night. Create realistic goals that are going to motivate you every day and night to get up early and to go to bed late. Okay, create goals that are going to motivate you. Share your goals with your family and help them see the big picture on why it's important that you reach these goals and why it will be good for them too. Okay, that's important. That's number 2. Number 3, get out a calendar and plan out the next months. Get this calendar and daily tracker worksheet that I showed with you guys earlier, okay? And plan out your month, plan out your days, plan out your weeks, know your numbers, and just put a plan together. Go out there and meet those people face-to-face. Jump on a Zoom, pick up the phone, do a FaceTime with them. Meet those people who you want to run with you for the 90 days and divide and conquer, guys. Choose an accountability partner on your team that wants to run with you. How you guys can hold each other accountable with the tracking sheets, right? Somebody that has time to be your accountability partner. Maybe even if it's your spouse, make them a part of it, right? Who's going to hold you accountable to how many exposures you shared, to how many people you got going to the next events, to how many people you've enrolled, to the ways that you enrolled them, to how many meetings you did, how many trainings you're doing, how many things you're attending, like being plugged in. Have somebody that's going to hold you accountable to getting towards your goal and manifest those goals too. Whatever your goal is, put it in writing and put a date next to it. Decide when you want your 90-day run to start, whether it's a week from now or 2 weeks from now, or whether it's tomorrow or today, whatever it is. Put together a date 90 days from now and what your goal is and put it in writing in 10 different places, 10 sticky notes on your refrigerator, behind your bathroom door, on your steering wheel, on your office desk, on the headboard of your bed, on the kitchen table, on the kitchen counter, on your kids' mirrors in their bedrooms, so everybody's holding you accountable. But everywhere you go through the house, you see your goals right in front of you. And the closer that date gets to you, the more you take action. Your 5X becomes a 7X, becomes a 9X, becomes a 10X, you guys. That's what it's about, right? But have that accountability stuff right in front of you. Set your goals for everything on this tracking sheet, okay? Everything. How many people you want to have sponsored? How much volume you want to do? How much income maybe you want to make? How many leaders you want to develop? What ranks? How many of this levels you want to make in your business, right? Set your goals for everything on the tracking sheet. Those are the step-by-step goals that are going to get you to your bigger goals, okay? These tracking sheets, these income-generating activities, IGA, these are what's going to get you to accomplishing your goals. These are going to get your teammates to accomplish their goals. It's important, okay? And then read, listen, or watch something motivational every day. Okay, find someone that motivates you. Find something that motivates you on YouTube, in any book, in an audio book when you're at the gym, right? Remember, cut out all distractions. Focus in on things that are going to help you move forward, all right? Go and get it, guys. That's right, Joe. Go and get it, right? But read, listen, watch something motivational every day. Celebrate every success along the way, every success, even the little stuff. Create 90-day run groups maybe within your organization. I'm going to create a 90-day run group on Facebook that you guys can all become a part of, and I'll feed you guys information in there. But create 90-day run, maybe group chats on WhatsApp or whatever it is, or whatever your messaging system is, and celebrate all the successes. Every time someone in the 90-day run enrolls a new person, celebrate it. Every time someone in the 90-day run hits a new rank, celebrate it. Every time someone in the 90-day run does their first meeting, celebrate it. Does their first training, celebrate it. Does a new exposure, celebrate it. Take a picture with someone, a new prospect, celebrate it. Because what you're going to do is you're going to fire every single person up, and a moving part helps create a machine, you guys. All these different interchangeable moving parts, it creates this well-oiled machine to where everybody is moving together. Everybody is synced. Everybody is running together, you guys, right? And just remember, success is going to be rooted in your habits, okay? It takes 30 days to create a habit. That's the truth, okay? So imagine what 90 days of doing these activities is going to do. It's going to create so many habits in you that you didn't have before, you guys, that your teammates didn't have before. Success is rooted in habits. The activities that you constantly perform for the next 90 days will become habits. You are, in other words, now programming yourself for lasting success. Success is not found in convenience. You'll be tempted perhaps to skip a day's goals. That's okay. The desire to achieve your goals paired with the power of these new tools will help you achieve whatever you guys want to achieve, okay? So that's why I've put this thing together for you guys. When you guys take pictures on Instagram, take pictures on your Facebook, make sure that you hashtag the 90-day run, okay? Let me write this down for you guys real quick. Hashtag the 90-day run, okay? Hashtag the 90-day run on all of your pictures. So that way is when you are showing people, okay, when you are showing people what we're doing together as a unit, as this organization worldwide, you are posting hashtag 90-day run. So when you're talking to your prospects about getting involved right now, it's the best time you get involved because there's so much momentum going on in our organization. We're doing this global 90-day run where we're doing this all-out massive action campaign. We're teaching people how to build a network marketing business. Check it out. Check out my Instagram. I'm going to hashtag 90-day run. Look at all the people involved in this 90-day run all around the world. People are taking action. I want you to be a part of it too. So you guys, real quick, put hashtag 90-day run on the comment section just so you guys can manifest it. Use it all the time because I'm going to be checking that every single day, you know, with my family, with my teams, as I do these things every single week. I want to be showing you guys all the hashtags, all the 90-day runs, all the people taking action. Hashtag the 90-day run because we're going to let people know who we are. We're going to build this industry to be great, guys, okay? So stay plugged in, you guys. The 90-day run, we are on pre-launch right now. Get everything set. All the things I talked to you guys about today, you guys have to keep in order. You guys have to just put it into action, all right, guys? So I'm cheering you guys on. I'm rooting. I'm in the race with you guys. We're about to get out of the blocks. Decide the day you guys want to start the 90-day run because we're going to be acting as if everybody's running from this day moving forward. I will see you guys again on Thursday at 12 p.m. I believe I said Monday and Thursdays, right? Monday and Thursdays at 12 p.m. I will see you guys on the next 90-day run webinar. I'll be giving you guys some great tips to get you guys out of the starting blocks. And hey, I'm here with you guys. I'm your partner in success. I'm your teammate with you guys the entire way. The 90dayrun.com. Let's make the difference. Let's make this something huge we do every single year. Let's grow this thing into something great. And let's get people to develop a work ethic they never knew they never had, okay? They never knew that they had within them. That's what we want to develop. So the 90-day run's on. Hashtag the 90-day run. All right, you guys have a beautiful day. Stay blessed. Let's go. Let's run. Thank you guys all for tuning in.